And I think we're back online because we're gonna do it right. Oh yeah. Okay. So hopefully that worked, and chat should now be enabled because it should be. So let's have a look at this. I'm gonna go online again. Hopefully you all be able to talk down below, which will be lovely. Hey! Look at that, the wonders of technology and the person learning how to live stream. Hi, how you doing? That's me. You didn't miss much if you missed out on anything already. All I did go through is the fact that I got a poll on Instagram, and the thing they wanted to start talking about, rather than all the guitars that I've got coming, which is probably better to talk to with Gary when we come back online. I might get Gary on, see if he's up for doing a bit of a live stream, because why not? Because he's making them for me. You guys decided you wanted to talk about the Gibson R9 custom shop. I'll get that on the screen for you guys, because yeah, look at the flame on that. Oh, the gleam. Oh, very nice. So, how this came to be? Well, back a few months ago, there was a Gardner Hall auction, of which I've already talked about. I picked up the Gary Moore DL4. Really happy with that. Been having some fun. I will do a proper video on that, but I think I'm still working my way through the Space Echo, to be honest, and those two are pretty similar, fighting it out. Tangent, but on there was quite a lot of guitars. I bid on quite a few, a couple of Sirs, a couple of Collings. That one day I will earn a Collings, and yeah, this PRS came to be. It was beautiful guitar, but you know, I had my eye out for Collings, so I was saving my money, and so PRS came and went. And after the auction, as you do, you look through the listing and you see what didn't sell, and this PRS special semi-hollow Black Tiger Burst, it hadn't sold. Hiya. So I was just messaged him. It's like, I see your minimum is this. Would you take anything close by to that, or is that it? I went, yeah, I'll have that. Cool. So I got one of these guitars that, if you look them up online, they go for well upwards of 4K when you buy them new. And this one was mint, absolutely mint. Hello here for the party from St. Louis. Hello, World for Beer. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, mate. Cool. St. Louis, America. Love to hear from you. So I bought this PRS, and lo and behold, I got it for much less than half price of what you got it for new. But I already have a few PRSs, and they're beautiful guitars, as much as a few of my friends try and tell me otherwise, and that I'm a blues lawyer and all that rubbish. I don't care. If you play one, you realise why they're beautiful, and you also realise why, if you're going to record anything and you want something trusted, you get a PRS. But I've got a few. I've got a 594 McCarthy that I absolutely love and didn't really want it. So flipped it, bought it to flip, which is fair enough. That's something I do with very few guitars out of all the ones that I've got. I think I've done it twice in my life. But yeah, bought it, flipped it for a lot more than I bought it, which gave me the opportunity to go down to Andertons. Now, the only reason I went to Andertons was because I think they sent out the email to everybody about their boutique guitar showcase. So it was all about seeing these fantastic guitars that are traveling the world, literally, as an art piece. And if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. I don't know where it is in the world next. I think they said they were going to Bavaria, but that was last Saturday they said they were going. You got to go. If you haven't yet been, please go check this guitar out. If you want to see a quick preview, look at my videos. I've done about a 2-minute video, not enough to do it justice. And I will be doing, they are detailed videos. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching me, all the way from over there. I promise I'll finish my story. I'm one of those people, I get distracted. I must have ADHD that is undiagnosed or something. Thank you. My pleasure. So yeah, go watch that detailed video on Andertons, and I'll try to capture as much in. I went with a friend of mine, Vince. We had the best time trying out guitars during the day, of which I was looking to get an ES335. They had online, they said they had a custom shop, but when we got there, they didn't. So we were just kind of sprouting around. I was like, well, okay. And I showed Vince a list that I made myself before we went. I was like, look, it's either an ES335 or a Les Paul, but it's got to be a Les Paul to beat them all. And they had a standard American 335, and it sounded beautiful. And Vince even preferred that, I think. But we both preferred a different guitar at the end of the night, but that's a whole other story. And this one was second hand. This was from a gentleman called Rob. I believe his name is Rob. It might have been lied to me, but that's what the guys told me. His name was Rob, and he came in not wanting to buy a guitar, but he brought this in with him, and at the same time, there just so happened to be those Greenie reissues. Those fantastically £50,000 guitars. That was like his once-in-a-lifetime dream guitar. And he traded this in. And so this R9 was hanging on the wall at a steal. And, you don't think that when you pick it up, but you play it. And they played it through a message for Perec. And it played great. It sounded awesome, just like I wanted it to sound. I mean, I'm going to try and give it a little bit of... Huge. It sounds huge. I hope that's coming through. I'm using the Universal Audio plugins here, the Marshall Plexi, but yeah, when you hear that, it sounds fantastic. So, deal done with the guitar that I had and the money from PRS. Deal done to buy this beautiful thing. Incidentally, Vince, if you watch this later on, I don't think either of us noticed, and I'll bring this over here, in there, because it's a 60th anniversary custom shop, there's a little diamond in it. Who puts a diamond in a guitar? There you go. But then, yeah, the boutique guitar showcase. What an event. Spent a lot of time talking to the organisers. They're really friendly, knowledgeable, helpful guys that just want to get you hands-on with the instruments. And you're like, fantastic. And that is where myself and Vince discovered Tausch guitars. Now, out of all the ones on the night, they were probably the most normal looking. Fantastic, he's coming through. That's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, if you haven't seen, World Forbid, if you haven't seen Tausch guitars, look them up. It's Tausch. They're in Bavaria as well. Now, they were, out of all of them, because it was things like the birdfish, which is just like crazy shapes, and, the double bass that was actually a bass, but you play sitting down, crazy guitars that were beautiful and one-offs and built by these boutique custom builders, the guys that build 4 or 5 guitars a year, and they're kind of specially done. Yeah, so these Tausch guitars were similar, but they had one. It was kind of a sunburst one. You'll see it in the video that I've made. It's a yellow to black sunburst, faded with red. It has P90s, double P90s, so already my favorite pickups. Vince will remember where they're from. I'll get him to put them in the comments, hopefully, please. But so we asked a lady, picked it up, and it's extraordinarily light, and compared to most of my tellies anyway. She goes, yeah, it is chambered, but the body of it is plum wood. And you're like, wow, okay, I've never heard of plum wood as a build, but there you go, fantastic. And you go, yeah, but it is hollowed, but the center block that it's on top of is pear wood. I'm like, okay, great. Then we plugged it in. I've tried to lessen the effect that it had on us, but honestly, it's maybe not the best playing guitar I've played, because I've played a fair few beautifuls. I think I own a few that possibly play better, but sound, nope, nothing sounds as good as that guitar did. It was fantastic. It ringed on the ears nice and cleanly, and round sound. It was like someone turned on Dolby Atmos in your ears. So if you haven't done it yet and you want to, spatial audio. If you haven't done spatial audio, go to Apple Music, put on a set of decent headphones, your AirPods Pro, your AirPods Max, whatever you've got, decent headphones, or just wire some in, play a piece of music that has spatial audio and just hear the difference, what it's like of when you move your head around and you get this full, rich sound. That's what it was. It was just this, I am in a band encompassed by all this sound, and it was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, really, as much as I've come on to talk to you about this Gibson R9 and the story behind it, that day was kind of a really special day, as well as having, one of the best days out with a mate in a long time. I had a great time buying a guitar in a really cool store, and all the guys there, and I know it's Andertons, but they have the rating of one of the best stores in the world for customer service for a reason. The guys there were really sweet, funny, and they rip on the guitar, and they were doing all this while setting up for a showcase in the same room, in their back room, their boutique room. So full love to those guys for looking after me and Vince, and even looking after the guitar while the showcase was going on so that we could enjoy that and film it and talk to whoever. Really, cool guys. And I got to take home a Gibson custom shop, which is my first ever Gibson custom shop. And I'm really happy about it because early in the year I traded in my Gibson Les Paul Standard, and I did it to get, to be fair, a limited edition Telecaster double P90s that was semi-holo, and if you haven't seen that one on my channel, you should. That's a very good guitar, and I wanted to replace it, especially for the Instagram channel and all the shootouts that I do. But yeah, this one has very quickly become one of my best playing guitars. Absolutely love it. Well, any requests, please go for it. I'm just going to kind of enjoy holding the guitar for a minute and see who wants to have any questions that come through. See if I can get that a little cleaner. Oh, really, doesn't it? It really wants to rip. Couldn't see what I was doing. I was playing that. Well, look, it's been lovely to hear from you all, especially from World for Beer. Thank you very much for sticking around and watching, man. These are always quick for me. I never stay online for too long. How much can you talk when it's one or two people? And I'm a guy. We don't talk that much. Ish. Thanks so much. If any of you catch the live stream later on and enjoy the story and you want me to do more of a video, maybe even talking with Vince or any of the Andertons guys, we'll see if they're available. They seem really cool and chatty. See if they want to come on. Thanks so much. Have a lovely one. We'll see you for the next one, hopefully next Monday. Cheers. Oh, go a touch louder on the guitar. Let's see. I was trying to make it not buzz. Let's see if we can do a little bit of let's see. Missed it. I hope that was better. Sounds really buzzy to me. Let's see if I can play with this Plexi Classic preset thing. That was going. There you go. Fantastic. What if I go for proper rock rhythm growl? Ooh, that's just redlining over here. Well, for beer. Have a beautiful one, my friend. I'm going off now. I'm going to go find a beer. Damn, you got me in the mood. All right. Have a lovely one, brother. And yeah, to everyone else that might have watched, enjoy. See you all soon.